Yes, sir, and we're back again with another episode of From Downtown. Today is May 30th, 2024, and this is a smooth Thursday. We have been going for a while now. I've been studying for a damn exam, so I didn't really want to, go back and forth with studying and coming back to this. So, of course, didn't pass that motherfucker, but we're gonna take that bitch again because I didn't fail by that much. Put it that way. Um, hey, professional development means you have to develop professionally. No, but today there is one game that's on my mind in particular, and it's the game. What, five of the Mavs and Timberwolves series, the Western Conference Finals. I honestly feel like the Mavs do enough tonight to win, but I wouldn't be surprised with the way that the Timberwolves played yesterday that they go home and handle business. So I think that the day before yesterday, I said yesterday, but I do think that the Mavs go out there, have a good game. I think Luka goes for 30. Kyrie kind of shakes back and gets his 25 to 30 type of points, and then we just let the others do what they do in Dallas and just go on about our business. Because I don't think that. Well, the Timberwolves were in a lot of foul trouble yesterday too, and that's the day before yesterday. I keep saying yesterday, but the day before yesterday, Cat had like 5 fouls and going into like 8 minutes in the fourth. Jaden McDaniels probably had like 4 fouls in the fourth. Anthony Edwards was up there with 4 fouls. I think if they just keep the game kind of close, like they did the day before yesterday, I think they can pull it off towards the end. I think every game so far has came down to them like losing a fourth quarter lead. This time they didn't do it, and they ended up winning the game, which is like saying 1+1=2, of course. But for them not giving up that lead, it was something good. Carter, get out the bathroom. See, a lot of the things that I think about when I think about this series is just that it's bucket getter. So at any time, any one of these teams could heat up and go on a fucking binger and just go crazy, and you'd be like, God damn, I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting Kyrie to go for 40 tonight. I wasn't expecting for Luka to go for 40 tonight. I wasn't expecting for Anthony Edwards to go for 40. I wasn't expecting for Karl Anthony Towns to give me 25 or 30 points with double-digit rebounds. Like, anything could happen at any given time with these two teams, and I just think that tonight, I think for the Timberwolves to win, honestly, I just think it has to be Karl Anthony Towns that has a good game. He had a good game last game. I ain't gonna stun. I think in like the third or fourth quarter, he started hitting like fucking 3-4 threes in a row. But that's what he does. He shoots that bitch a lot. He said he shot 1,500 shots a day. So it looked like he did the day before yesterday, but the days before that, it looked like that nigga ain't shooting nothing but 15 times. But a lot of the things, like I said, a lot of the things that the Timberwolves are going to have to attack tonight is going to be on that bigger side. Pause with no. I don't think Lively playing still. Concussion protocol lasts for at least a week or two. So I don't think Lively will still be back. If they do rush him back, that is like malpractice, because I think that happened. If it was the day before yesterday, which was Tuesday, they had a game. That means Sunday they had a game. So Sunday to today is Thursday. Yeah, Sunday to Thursday is what, 4-ish days. Yeah, I don't think that's enough time to clear somebody from concussion protocol. But when you're a professional, sometimes it happens. You're out there playing, and you had a concussion 4 days ago. But like I said, I don't think Lively plays tonight, and I think that's going to be the biggest thing that keeps the game necessarily close in my mind. I just think that Daniel Gafford can attack that pick and roll, and we saw that. I think he had like 13 points, all off lobs type shit, and a free throw. But it's like Derek Lively was just more. I don't know. I can't say a threat. He just was more. He was more of a threat. That's exactly what the fuck he was. He was more of a threat to me than Daniel Gafford. It's like Daniel Gafford in the offensive scheme, it just sits at the dunker spot or sits on the block. Derek Lively, I felt like, was out sometimes, at least on the perimeter, being able to crash to the glass, like with momentum, and get easy putbacks, easy offensive rebounds, just second chances for your team. I didn't see that too much with Daniel Gafford on the court. I think Luka had a lot of second chance like times with rebounds when he was like in the paint. But it was just a terrible game, I would like to say, from like Kyrie. Not terrible, but it was just a bad game from Kyrie that I think that didn't propel them to a sweep over the Timberwolves. But I think they said Kyrie never lost a game 7. I mean, not a game 7, elimination game like that. I think he was like some shit like some in 0. He had never lost, but now he's some in 1 because Anthony Edwards did it to him. And yeah, I just think tonight, like I said, home court advantage for this series was kind of non-existent. And you can tell from just the way the games went. Like the first 2 games in Minnesota is up in the fourth, like we said, and then they blow it. First game in Dallas, they're up in the fourth, they blow it. Second game in Dallas, they're up in the fourth and finish it off. So I feel like it's not the crowd that's doing it to that team. That team is steadfast and standing in concrete on their morals and their game plan. To be honest, I feel like the Timberwolves aren't scared of anybody. Same thing with the Mavs. Like they aren't scared of any team, any place they have to go into, but they just don't have a home court advantage to me. Like they don't. Neither of these teams have a home court advantage. I don't know if it's just the mid-major cities, but I don't know. Dallas is a huge city. Minnesota is, on the cusp of being like one of the best northern cities. I'm saying northern, like what the fuck? But yeah, I just don't see that having home court advantage at all. Maybe in the finals, the Mavs can get back to rocking, but Timberwolves wise, I haven't seen the Timberwolves make a finals. I haven't seen them make a Western Conference Finals. I was alive, of course, when KG did it, but I didn't give a fuck what the Timberwolves were doing. Yeah, but hey, other than that, I feel like tonight, like I said, the Mavs should win this game, but I would not be surprised at anything that happens tonight coming from the Timberwolves, especially going back to home. Like I said, they have no home court, but they played the same exact way away from home as they do at home. So you can kind of see the trend, I guess, per se, of what could happen tonight. I think that even Dallas, like on betting sites, is plus money, or like, they're down the spread, like +6, +7, or something like that. I would take something along those lines just because I know that when it gets to the fourth quarter, those 2 stars on Dallas side should give you enough good buckets. I think Dallas was down like fucking 12 or 13, but them boys start walking shit down when you have people like Luka and Kyrie. So yeah, I think tonight they keep it close, and it's gonna be another fourth quarter finish. It's gonna be this has been an entertaining series. I wouldn't be mad if it keeps going for another game. So I don't want Dallas to win, but I think Dallas does win anyway. Yeah. Other than that, today we have a lot of baseball that had already been played. So looking forward to tomorrow for a lot of Friday games. From downtown, we'll be in Houston at the Houston Astros and Minnesota Twins game tomorrow. So if you see us out there doing any stupid things with the interviews, please just come up. And if hopefully it's not raining, we have a good night. But today, there's there's only 2 games that I would like to talk about for today, and that's really the fucking Yankees at the Angels and the Mets and the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are pitching Zach Gallen, 6-11. We start that game while we have Christopher Scott on the mound. So I think Christian Scott, I don't know. I just feel like the Mets as an organization has been a dumpster fire since the beginning of the year, and the fact that we DFA'd Jorge Lopez, designated for assignment, which means we basically released the nigga, for just being, what's the word I'm looking for, misinterpreted. I just feel like we jumped the gun too soon on a lot of things, and that's just how we are as an organization. We're a bad organization. We have to start rebuilding now. They gave me a good couple, like weeks of saying that we probably can not be sellers by the deadline, but now I'm looking at it as if we are sellers at the deadline. I think Pete finds a way to leave. I think a lot of the big bats, not big bats, but the bats we have that's older, Starlin Marte. I think we keep Lindor. We keep Jeff Jeff McNeil might be a trade target for a lot of people. Good hard hitting second baseman. But yeah, tonight I think the Diamondbacks win. Zach Gallen has just been phenomenal this season. Phenomenal. And yeah, I think they beat us by more than 1.5 runs. So you can go do with that as you will. And the last game is Carlos Rodon, Yankees taking up against the Patrick Sandoval Angels. Wow. I think the Angels ballpark is very hitter friendly with that short ass right field. But I think Anthony Volpe got a fucking inside the park home run off an errant throw, like from hitting it in that little corner. But it's not too many. I don't know. It's not too many on that team that I can see pulling it out other than like Aaron Judge. Giancarlo Stanton can definitely do it. But to hit one of those tower home runs like towards the what's that is like a waterfall or a mountain out there where Mike Trout loves to hit that bitch in Los Angeles. Like I think it's gonna take a lot for that to happen. Honestly, I just think that Carlos Rodon kind of keeps the game entertaining because he's gonna give up some runs. As long as the Yankees score, I feel like the over is definitely going to hit. So I think that the Yankees go out there and get at least 4 to 5 plus runs. But I think that tonight with the Angels, with the Rodon on the mound, I think that they can go out there and give you 4 runs as well. And if it's 4-4, it's a tie game, and we're at 8, baby. So somebody has to win. So I think that tonight that's an over type of game. Like I said, and bases wise, the only people that ought to take bases is Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. Solely off the fact that they don't really whiff as much as Giancarlo Stanton does. But Patrick Sandoval is one of the, I'm not going to say elite strikeout. He's not a strikeout type of, he's not a strikeout type of guy. He might get 4 or 5 strikeouts on this lineup, but it's like that lineup is too deep, and I would definitely take the under off any of his player strikeouts, even if that bitch had 4. The lineup is just too amazing. I think this might be one of the best offensive lineups that we have in baseball right now. Other than just talent wise, like production wise, this is one of the best offensive lineups that I've seen in when was that Brewers World Series? That's the type of hitting I think I'm seeing out of them. Not necessarily like a Brewers fucking. I think the Brewers lost that shit. Oh, they didn't even make the World Series. It was just an MVP year from Yelich. Like it wasn't. They didn't even do shit. Yeah, this might be one of the best offenses I've seen in a while. There's no face, but it's always a case to every game that you see out there with when it comes to the run differential. So I think that tonight they score a lot of runs. Don't want to say a winner or a loser here, solely because of Rodon, and anything can go crazy with him. He can give up 8 runs or he can give up none or 2. So honestly, we can have a good game, an alright game, mediocre game, a pitiful game, an abysmal game, all off of Carlos Rodon. I just feel like he has to be under control and be ready for, I guess, people attacking early in counts. You're a lefty. I think their lineup is righty heavy. I'm trying to think about who goes down there so I think that Carlos Rodon gets hit, but not as much. But other than that, that's all we have today for From Downtown. Shout out to Carter for coming stop by. But we will be back, like I said, tomorrow from Houston. And yeah, Astros versus Twins. Please log into that tomorrow. See y'all guys then.